What is up, guys? TRY here. I'm sharing one of my videos of today, and in today's video we got an NBA 2K17 trailer. This is our first ever trailer of 2K17. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to take a look at the trailer, and after the trailer we're going to compare the new and improved face scans for NBA 2K17 with the old face scans of 2K16. We're going to compare the two and see what's new and what's better and what looks the same.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight? Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Okay, so that is it. They really didn't show us any gameplay of them playing the game of basketball. It's just them standing around, showing faces and emotions. That's pretty much it. But I grabbed a couple of screenshots of some players and I compared them to 2K16, and I did see some improvements. Like with Paul George, you can definitely tell that they made some improvements. The one on the left is the 2K17 Paul George, and the one on the right is the 2K16 Paul George. You can most definitely tell that they made some improvements, especially to his hairline and his facial hair and his face structure in general. The 2K17 screenshot that I grabbed, it's pretty dark, but you can still tell that him and the other Paul George look different. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, like, the 2K17 Paul George is much improved from the 2K16 one, and you can see from the body scan, you can see that he has some more tattoos on 2K17 than he had on 2K16. You can look at his left shoulder, his right shoulder. On the 2K16 screenshot, you can see he has a tattoo on his left arm, but not a tattoo on his right arm. And you can tell on 2K17 that he has one on both arms. So you can tell that they did a lot of improvements for Paul George. Plus, he's on the cover. They had to make some improvements for him. I really like the way Paul George looked in 2K17 compared to what he used to look in 2K16. He didn't look bad in 2K16. It just, he looks much better. So I really like that. Next up is Magic Johnson. We have another screenshot of him in 2K17, which is dark just like the Paul George, but you can still get a clear look at the 2K17 Paul George and compare it with the 2K16. This looks exactly the same as the 2K16. I don't think they really made any improvements with Magic Johnson. It looks the exact same in my opinion. If you guys don't think it looked the exact same, let me know in the comment section down below. I would really appreciate it. But anyways, you can't really do much with players like Magic Johnson because they're not their young self anymore. They're not the same person they used to be when they used to play basketball. They're a much older version of themselves. And that goes for any old school player like Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, Larry Bird, Scottie Pippen. You can't really get the exact face scan that you want for them because they haven't been in that they don't have their young ways anymore. Basically what I'm trying to say, they don't look like they used to look when they was playing basketball, so it's harder to get that face scan structure that you want. But you can do that with players like LeBron James now, because he's still playing basketball, and you can make him look exactly like LeBron James, and you can keep making them improvements each and every year. But you can't do that with players like Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson. But to me, they look the exact same. 2K16 and 2K17 version of Magic Johnson, they look the exact same to me. I don't know about you guys, but they look the exact same to me. Next up is Jimmy Butler. This is another dark screenshot that I grabbed from NBA 2K17. This is the only angle they show of Jimmy Butler in the trailer, and it's not much you can get from the two screenshots that I grabbed. But it's two things that they did improve that I can see, but I can't really see much because of the camera angle. But the two things that I see that improved was the haircut, which looks awesome. The haircut looks exactly like the haircut that Jimmy Butler has in real life. I would really hope that they can put his haircut in my career. If they can do that, that would be so nice. I would really appreciate if they put that in my career. And another improvement that I noticed was the body scan. The body scans look so much better in my opinion. I don't know what you guys think about it, but in my opinion, it looks so much better. But that's really the only thing I noticed between the two screenshots that I grabbed. And the only reason why I can't really compare the two is because of the camera angle that they gave us of Jimmy Butler. That's the only screenshot that I could grab that looks decent. And if they had a camera angle like they have for Paul George, I can make a lot of comparisons. Next up is the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan. This is another screenshot that I grabbed from NBA 2K17, and I compared it from a screenshot of NBA 2K16's Michael Jordan. And like I said, this looks exactly the same. The only difference that I see is that Michael Jordan is sweating and the other Michael Jordan is not. Now, I'm pretty sure if Michael Jordan was sweating in the 2K16 screenshot that they'll look exactly the same. There's nothing different I see between 2K17's Michael Jordan and 2K16's Michael Jordan. I already explained in the Magic Johnson screenshot that there's really nothing you can do with old school players because they're not their young selves anymore. So there's nothing I really see that's different from the two Michael Jordans. They look the exact same to me. The only difference is one sweating, one is not. And I'm pretty sure if Michael Jordan was sweating in 2K16, they would look exactly the same. Next up is Kyrie Irving. This is the only screenshot I can grab that looks nice of Kyrie Irving in this trailer. It was another scene he was in, but he was looking up at the ceiling, and of course, that's not a good screenshot to grab. But anyways, judging off the Team USA picture I seen of Kyrie Irving and looking at the screenshot of Kyrie Irving in 2K16, you can definitely tell that they made some improvements to the Kyrie Irving character. His face structure looks so much better in 2K17, and his haircut and facial hair looks so much better. They did him bogus in 2K16, but at least they got it right in 2K17. It looks amazing, and I'm waiting to see what Kyrie Irving would do in this 2K. I mean, I think they underrated him in 2K16. His overall was an 88, and well, he finished with an 88. He deserves a 90, honestly. He's a top 5 point guard in this league, and to me, he's underrated on 2K16, and hopefully they get it right in 2K17. And also another thing I noticed that was an improvement was his body scan. His body scan looks so much better in my opinion. I don't know about you guys, but it looks different to me. Next up is Draymond Green. You can most definitely tell that they made some improvements to the Draymond character. If you look at everybody in this trailer, Draymond Green is the most improved in my opinion. That body structure, the body scan, face scan, everything I see on Draymond in 2K17 is well done. They got his haircut right, his face structure right, his facial hair right. They got everything right in Draymond Green in 2K17, and the body scan looks so much better in 2K17. His 2K16 body scan was terrible. He looked it too big in my opinion. He looked like a mini version of Shaq, honestly. I mean, Shaq is huge, and he looked like a mini version of Shaq, in my opinion. Like, it's like they used the same body scan for Shaq and Draymond Green. That's exactly what it looks like. It looked like he was out of shape, too. And they got it right. Honestly, they got Draymond Green looking well done in 2K17. Next up is Kevin Durant. This is a nice screenshot that I grabbed of Kevin Durant in this trailer. They made a couple of improvements to Kevin Durant. In my opinion, I see a slight difference between the body scans. The body scans look a little different. He looks much skinnier and more lanky, and his shoulders seem smaller than what they was in 2K16. I don't really see much of a difference between the two, but his face looks so much better. I mean, it looks the exact same, but you can tell that they made some improvements. I really don't see much with Kevin Durant, honestly. I guess I don't know, man. I don't really see nothing much difference. I see the body scan looks different in my opinion, and they made his face more clear. They made his face more detailed. It looks more like Kevin Durant, but that's pretty much it. I don't really see much of a difference between the two. Here's another screenshot of Paul George dunking. I grabbed a screenshot of him dunking in 2K16 too, and you can still tell that they made some improvements to the Paul George character. And you can see the shoulder, the right shoulder, that he has a tattoo on 2K17 that he didn't have in 2K16. I don't know if he got that tattoo a year later or they just didn't put it on there, but you can see that they didn't have it in 16, but they have it in 17. So you can tell that they updated his body scan, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Next up is Patrick Ewing. This is the first comparison that actually looked different. Out of all the old school players that I have showed you guys, this is the only one that has an improvement. The one in 2K17 is much improved. It's a much improved version of Patrick Ewing than it looked in 2K16. He looked terrible in 2K16, and it looks more like him in 2K17, and you can most definitely tell that they made some improvements to Patrick Ewing. Next up is David Robinson. David Robinson is one of the old school players that has improved, unlike Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. David Robinson looks so much better in 2K17, but it's still not the David Robinson I'm satisfied with. I still think that they need to make a lot of improvements for David Robinson. He looks okay, but I'm not satisfied. But like I said, I can't be angry or disappointed because he's not the young Dave Robinson. He's an older version of himself, and it's harder to get them face scans that they want in 2K. But that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed me comparing some screenshots from 2K17 to some screenshots in 2K16, I would really appreciate if you can press that like button and subscribe for more videos. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Peace out. Thank you guys for watching.